He was called the People's Pope, a man who rode in a modest Ford Focus, lived in a guest house instead of a palace, and washed the feet of prisoners. But who was Pope Francis really? And why did he go down in history as one of the most revolutionary popes the world has ever seen? Let's take a moment to remember the life and legacy of Pope Francis. Pope Francis was born Jorge Mario Bergoglio in Buenos Aires, Argentina on December 17, 1936. He became the first pope from the Americas and also the first Jesuit pope. As a young man, he loved chemistry, tango, and even had a girlfriend before choosing a different kind of love, a life of service. After surviving a life-threatening illness and feeling called to something greater, he joined the Society of Jesus. Known for their humility and intellectualism, the Jesuits shaped much of his worldview. By 1998, he was the Archbishop of Buenos Aires, and by 2001, a cardinal. And in 2013, after the surprising resignation of Pope Benedict XVI, Jorge Bergoglio became Pope Francis. When he stepped onto that Vatican balcony as the newly elected Pope, he chose the name Francis, not randomly, but as a tribute to Saint Francis of Assisi, a man known for embracing the poor and rejecting wealth. That name wasn't just symbolic, it was a mission statement. Francis didn't follow tradition. He rejected the luxurious papal apartments and lived instead in a guest house with other priests. He wore simple clothes, spoke plainly, and didn't mind a joke or two. He even made personal phone calls to people who wrote him. Once, a woman thought it was a prank and hung up on him. But beyond the charm, he also stirred up global conversations. He once asked, "Who am I to judge?" in reference to gay priests. He criticized greed, defended migrants, and called climate change a moral crisis. His words inspired millions and angered a few. Francis wasn't universally loved. Conservative factions within the Catholic Church accused him of being too liberal, too lenient, too political. He faced heavy criticism for some of his positions on divorce, same-sex civil unions, and interfaith dialogue. He also struggled with reform. Though he made efforts to tackle financial scandals and clerical abuse, critics argued that progress was too slow or symbolic. Still, many saw his leadership as a rare balancing act between tradition and change. Despite opposition, Francis redefined what it meant to be a pope. He used his global platform to speak about real-world issues, poverty, inequality, and environmental collapse. He reminded Catholics and non-Catholics alike that faith should be lived out through compassion. He connected with people from all walks of life, not through authority, but through empathy. He was a pope who walked with the people, literally and spiritually. Even in his later years, as health challenges arose, Francis remained active, traveling, speaking, and writing. He published encyclicals, met with world leaders, and continued to push the church towards humility and justice. And now that he has passed away, the world is mourning not just a pope, but a symbol of courage, humility, and hope in a complex age. To remember one of his most profound quotes, he said, "The world tells us to seek success, power, and money. God tells us to seek humility, service, and love." He lived those words to the very end. Rest in peace, Papa Francesco.